Hello folks, and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep, and this is going to be part 29 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Byzantines. And in my spare time, I have been listening to a podcast that's, I think it's just called the Byzantine Empire Podcast. It's been wonderful for me to spend some time learning about this period in history, because for me, this is all new. I don't know anything about this time period in this setting, so it's been really fun for me to dive on into it. And I'm currently, so I started the podcast at the time period when this campaign starts, around the year 1087, just 10 years before the First Crusade kicked off, and I've been going through the Komnenian dynasty, starting with Alexius, and then learning about his brother, or his son John, and then his son Manuel. And one of the episodes I just listened to was titled The Crowded Chessboard, which of course is talking about all of the different players on the board that the Byzantines were having to deal with in this time. It was not just the Turks coming from the east. It was not just the Latins. Well, the Latins were part of it as well. And forming Crusader states and then the Levant, and it was really difficult for them to make any move without there being a subsequent series and chain of events that would happen that it was really hard to get ahead of, because there's the chain of events would just go so far, into history that just no one could predict the outcomes, And there was just so many different players involved. It was very, very tricky. And I was thinking about that episode when I was also thinking about this campaign, because it didn't feel like it was too long ago where things were pretty simple for me. I was holding my western border. I've secured luckily for me, there's an edge to the map, right? So I don't have to worry about anything coming from the east for me, because the only thing that comes from the east, the game actually does do it, right? They send in the Mongols. Those Mongols were subdued very quickly, and now they've just coalesced into this nice, secure rebel band that I guess I'm at war with, because I'm technically at war with all rebels currently, right now, which is unfortunate, but they don't seem like they're too interested in attacking me, so thank goodness for that. And yes, the rest of my eastern border is secure by the edge of the game map, which that's nice, right? So I've just been dealing with the western part, and primarily I've been trying to deal with how do I secure my economy if people don't want to trade with me, or more precisely, if people just want to go to war with me, and specifically for the factions that can crusade. The Hungarians cannot crusade, but they've decided from the outset that they don't want to be my friend. There is a temptation. Why don't I just kill them? Why don't I just kill them, and then maybe another faction takes their place? The thing is, they don't even have any provinces that have ports to begin with. Now, yes, there is overland trade in this game, but it's less so than sea trade. So having a weakened Hungary on my border, the thing is, if I kill them and then someone else takes these provinces, or if no one takes these provinces, what if there's a faction reemergence and the Hungarians come back even stronger than before? Then did I really help myself? Am I going to make money because they're not at war with me? Like the new faction would not be at war with me right away. Not really, not a lot of money. Or should I overextend my lines to hold on to these territories? I don't think so. I don't think that's wise. So, yeah, that's that. But then all of the other factions that are Catholic and that can crusade have been pretty keen on sending crusades my way. The Italians have not, but they are probably too weak to do so. In fact, do they even have any chapter houses? I don't see a single chapter house available to the Italians. And, but the French and the Germans have, the Spanish have not. They just want to war with me the old fashioned way. And by that, I mean, they were conquering territories that I was leaving vacant on purpose that previously had belonged to the French, and that I was going to leave those territories, but then the Spanish took them before they could go rebel, and here we are. I realized probably too late how dangerous it is to have the Spanish as my enemy, considering that if I want any trade to get through the northern sea, or the northern, sea regions, they have to go down this thin stretch along the Iberian coast, because I have no boats that can go into deep sea regions. All it takes is one Spanish boat to be in this strip right here, going along the edge of the Iberian coast, and each turn that I cannot catch that boat is a turn that I'll be losing a lot of money. And that's a situation that is not tenable. I cannot deal with that. So here I am, going to war with Spain, like full out war, like not even like playing nice. Like they kicked my ass in the last episode in one of the battles. I did have sort of a lame victory in a second battle. And now here we are in a situation where they have a garrison here in Anjou that I'm quite happy to... I am attacking, aren't I? I think I am, yes. I'm going to try to attack them to save myself one turn, because I don't even know if I have a turn. I can attack with those guys. And I don't know if... Yeah, these guys can't attack because they just like retreated here, I believe. Now, the question is, are these Spanish armies in Brittany going to allow this attack on this keep to go through? They could attack into Anjou on this turn and just abandon Brittany. That's an option for them. Now, these forces that I brought in are completely fresh. As soon as I got rid of the Spanish boats on the coast of Iberia and the coast of France, I sent reinforcements in as soon as I could, thereby weakening my forces in Georgia, but hopefully, gosh, now that I think of it, hopefully the rebels don't attack me. But if they do, I have a lot of stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they have more, but now that I think of it, okay, let's try not to think about that. Maybe if they attack, I think, let's think about it for a second. How much heavy stuff do they have? They have a lot. They have a lot of heavy stuff. Okay, let's go back to not thinking about that. Anyway, yes. So this is the question. Would Spain try to defend Brittany? Would they try to reinforce Anjou? Or would they retreat to Aquitaine? That is going to be the primary questions here. Before I started recording, I looked around to see if I could maybe use my emissaries to bribe some people. There's this like god general down here that I don't know if he was the one that beat me, but actually no, I don't think he was. I can't remember, but I since he's only in a small army, I was like, hey, let's bribe this small ass army. It costs like 52,000 to bribe 3 units. And this is with him having no principles. So he's entirely motivated by money, as his grandmother's new owner will attest. So he sold his own grandmother. It would cost half as much to bribe him. So the full cost to bribe him would be 100,000. So that has to be attributed to his command stars, because when I tested this and I sent an emissary just to see how much it would cost to bribe this 1-star general that does not have the no principles trait. Oh, no, he does. So he does. It also is going to cost a negative 50% bribery cost. But this army, which is larger, not great, but it's a larger army, but he's only a 1-star general, this would cost 34,000 to bribe this army. Again, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go do that. Just because, I mean, heck, I have the armies. So like, why do that with armies like this, staring these forces down? So yeah, let's not do that. But I just wanted to look at that and take a peek and see if those were options. I'm not seeing any other generals I want to bribe. Those are just the 2 with no principles that look like obvious targets. So I think this is all put in. I did inadvertently start a French loyalist rebellion up here in Normandy. That's a pretty decent looking army. Again, I'm going to try to not think about it. I'm going to try to just advance in this direction. Now, these are currently random troops that are going to have to like hang out here and then fall back and retreat from this battle because I can't move them right now. Other than that, I am trying to get a ceasefire with the Germans. If they turn me down, then I'm going to strongly consider attacking their lands through Croatia. And why through Croatia, considering this is like their strongest force of power? Well, you know, there's that age-old idea in, you know, military strategy that you shouldn't be attacking the enemy's armies, you should be attacking the enemy's, you know, infrastructure and their stuff and their population. Make the people not want to fight, and then the armies won't want to fight. So don't attack right into armies if you can avoid it. And my idea is right now I'm kind of flying in the face of that, and I'm thinking, okay, how about I just take out these armies? I mean, these are the Germans' like only armies. Looking at their empire, they do not have much. So I kind of feel like if they turn down my ceasefire offer, destroying their primary strength and then coming through and destroying their stuff here in Croatia and maybe a few other places, maybe Venice, maybe Austria, maybe just do like a few provinces, because I've already done a few of these. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, there's a few more I could sack as well, but just yeah, that's my idea, is actually like destroying the primary military strength of the Germans. Sure, that would cost me more casualties, but you know, it's not a river battle, so that's it, you know, it should go okay, possibly. And again, I'm trying to get this ceasefire, right? I'm trying to get it to where I can go back to trading with. How many ports do they have right now? 1, 2. Shit. Oh dear. Let's see. I had another idea. Yes, I like this idea. This is probably going to have to wait until I'm finished with the Spanish business and possibly also the German business. But another idea, see, the Danes are also one of those factions that cannot crusade. So as long as I stay away from them, they shouldn't be too keen on attacking me. But the problem is that they're just too weak to do anything right now. They're hemmed in by rebel forces here in Mercia and Scotland. And then even they lost Denmark. Sweden and Norway have strong rebel armies as well. So what if I just destroy the Danes and then bet on them having a faction reemergence? And it could be in any province that they've previously held. It could be here in Northumbria. It could also be in Denmark and Sweden. I don't believe they've ever held Norway in this campaign, so I think it's just going to be limited to these 3 provinces, I think. And that, in either case, that could be fine, because by destroying them and then having that faction reemergence, we start off as neutral with that new faction, and they're typically strong, right? And maybe they can take some territories, whether the reemergence happens here in Northumbria, and they can take Mercia and Scotland. Boom. A couple more ports I could trade with. Or if it's Denmark and they take Sweden and Norway, boom. 3 more ports I can trade with. So that is another idea. That is another idea. So that's, as I said, probably not going to be something that I do until I finish the Spain business. I'm going to try to take this nice and methodical, push them down, not let them get behind me, not worry about the French right now. Yes, I did spawn a loyalist rebellion, but I just don't see the French as being too much of a threat, despite the fact that they do have some, you know, stacks in the vicinity. I don't think I'm too worried about them. So let's ignore that. Famous last words, but no, let's ignore that. I'm not going to assign this title yet because I want to find a guy who deserves 2 stars. Let's build a fortress in Constantinople. It's expensive, but let's do it. And is there anything else? I think there was something that I saw that I wanted. I can build a reliquary for +2 morale for my Byzantine cav that I'm training here in Sinai. I'm going to hold off on building any more boats for now because I'm okay for now. Boats cost upkeep, so let's just hold off on that. And I wanted to say that there was something. Let's go back to training Orthodox bishops. I liked that I was able to get a little bit of a result against the Almohads by creating a religious revolt, and I believe it was Tunisia. So let's keep pushing this. Let's just keep putting religious agents in Almohad territory, considering that this is a faction that, if my war with Spain goes correctly, and I'm gonna hold off at Aragon and Navarre. I'm not going to be attacking Valencia or Castile or Leon. I do not want to risk the Almohads taking any of my territories and causing an inadvertent war. That's very important for me. I want to strengthen the Almohads by having them take these port areas, and then I can trade with them, because we've been pretty good so far, knock on wood. So that's going to be the idea with that. Other than that, though, let's see. Very high, that's fine. And is there anything else? I think I am at the end of this turn, and I don't think I was really doing anything. This is my new prince, yeah. I do think I am ready to end this turn. So let's go on ahead here. And let's see what the Spanish do. I'm really curious to see about them. I was able to assassinate a princess. I can't remember. It must be a German princess, maybe. And also a Catholic bishop. Okie dokie. And yes, this is the fight that I'm just going to retreat from, because this is the French loyalist rebellion. So yeah, just retreat from that. That's totally fine. And yes, the Spanish are retreating from Brittany. Okay. And I did pillage some money there, and some troops are going to hide out in that castle. Okay, well, I can deal with that soon. Ile-de-France has been lost. That's totally fine. Castle assault. Here we go. This could be kind of a tough one. They do have some decent infantry units in this unit of chivalric sergeants that has 2 armor upgrades. These halberdiers that have 2 armor upgrades and 2 weapon upgrades. Urban militia, same deal. Even the peasants have armor and weapon upgrades. And there's also a unit of royal knights as well. So it's a crunchy little garrison, but I do have these mangonels. I have 5 of them. So let's put them to use. We find ourselves with some good weather, and we're just facing a keep here. So this is just the tier 2. They don't even have any defensive upgrades, I don't believe. So it's just going to be a wooden stockade for their outer wall. My mangonels are going to make short work, I reckon, of that. I don't even know if they're taking... Are they taking any fire? Looks like this guy. Yeah, this guy on this side's taking some arrow fire. But I don't think the other mangonels are taking fire, at least so far. And what do they have inside? I mean, yeah, the outer layer looks like it's going to be the most well-defended. Inside, well, oh, I say that. The inside does have the 2 heaviest infantry units they have. The halberdiers and the chivalric sergeants are going to be inside. And their royal knights also. So, yeah, the royal knights, this is going to be their heaviest contingent. And then on the outer layer is going to be their... Oh, do they have 2 units of chivalric sergeants? No, it gets split up. So, yeah, it's 2 50-man units. That's what it is. That's what it is. So the enemy's gate is already down, so let's send this mangonel to start shooting at this gatehouse. And yeah, we're making short work of this, so we're going to be able to start using our mangonels against these arrow towers once I have... Ooh, and that ballista, I just realized that must be what's shooting at my mangonel. I wonder, can that ballista take down my mangonel? I've never even, like, considered or attempted any counter battery fire in this game, so I'd imagine ballistas can destroy an artillery piece, right? That's an interesting thought. I hadn't really considered that as a use for ballistas because I just consider them as so useless. Can I? Let's see, that's not dead. That's not broken down yet. Did everyone just stop shooting? Still shooting, right?
Your brave soldiers have
there we go.
The enemy walls.
Now that's down. Let's see. Can we get down? Get through this gatehouse? Yes, please. And this mangonel crew on this side is just getting mowed down by arrows. Ugh, yikes. I probably had them placed a bit too close, and yeah, they're not able to get past this wall. I'm tempted just to withdraw them at this point because, yeah, I was actually just reading the official strategy guide for this game, and I realized that as artillery crews lose men, it's not just the fact that, you know, once you lose enough men, they can't even operate anymore, but as they lose men, the reload speed for artillery does actually decrease. So that's interesting. If that is true, that's an interesting thing that I wasn't aware of before. So that would kind of make sense because I was wondering, I was looking at this, I was like, how they only damaged this by 37%? And then I'm looking at this and thinking, okay, maybe it's because they lost so much men, and that's probably why. So at any rate, my artillery pieces is getting through the front. We've already gotten it through the inner gatehouse as well. And now we're working on the arrow towers. I'm going to see if I can bring down some of these arrow towers so that we can reduce some of the damage my forces take from arrow fire. It appears this ballista crew has gotten a little bit frustrated that it can't hit this giant-ass mangonel, so now they're just going to be charging my mangonel forces here. So I'm going to have to send down my Byzantine infantry to clean these guys up. I mean, you would think that my 19 mangonel crewmen could defend themselves against 5 ballista. That's pretty wild. I didn't think that they would do this, but there they are. Let's stop our Trebizond archers from shooting. And there we go. They're wiped out. So let's get back to business here. Let's get back to arrow tower destroy. Oh, good job, guys. Well, you were getting rushed by a very threatening ballista crew. You destroyed that arrow towers. Let's see if you can destroy that arrow tower as well. Yeah, that's going to be very useful to get these 2 arrow towers destroyed, and then we can spend the rest of our ammunition seeing if we can land a rock in the middle of one of these infantry formations. As to be expected, I was not able to cause a whole lot of damage to the garrison inside with my artillery, so there's nothing else for it, guys. Let's go on in with our forces. And yeah, I couldn't get down these stone walls. I placed my artillery a bit too close on both sides. So I will just be going into the front, but that's okay, because I also did inadvertently get down this wall as well on this side, so that's going to be really nice. I don't have to go through this tiny gate. And yeah, both arrow towers on the front are also destroyed, so all in all, a pretty good bombardment from my artillery. And I will just have to be a bit more careful in the future when I am placing my artillery pieces. So let's send you in, and then, yeah, Byzantine infantry can go... Actually, you guys go in first to shield the Varangian guard from some issues. And yeah, it's these cavalry pieces as my reinforcements. That's a little bit unfortunate. I don't need these guys. I could be using some infantry instead, but that's fine. They will be just fine as reinforcements. Looks like these Genites are kind of really confused. I must have destroyed their home because they're really kind of bugging out here. And you know what? If they want to keep doing that so they don't throw their javelins at me, well, I'm going to be not complaining too much about that. So Byzantine infantry, go on ahead. Trebizond archers right behind them. Varangians, you can kind of chill a little bit. And then, yeah, Byzantines go through the front. Javs can back them up. In fact, Javs can... I don't know yet. Yeah, Byzantines. And then Trebizonds and Varangians. Same deal. Let's see, you guys, you can probably come over here, Cataphracts. There's more room on the side entrances. Here and then here. And, oh yeah, I don't want to forget these units as well can pile in as well. And let's jump on in. So let's see, Byzantine infantry. Why not cut through the Genites because they are standing right there. And then Varangian guards can move on up. You can start shooting at the urban militia. I don't want my Varangians necessarily fighting the urban militia because they do have a bonus versus armor. And my Varangians are armored. So let's see, Byzantine infantry, go ahead and kill yourself some peasants. Go, go, go. And you can shoot peasants. And then Varangians can... You guys can fight chivalric sergeants. That's totally cool. And I don't really want my javelin men throwing their javelins into the rear of my units, so Byzantine infantry should beat chivalric sergeants, I think. So let's see. Let's take care of these urban militia so they don't fight my Varangians. Let's send up the rest of my Byzantines as well. You guys can go here. And this all seems like it's going well enough, although, yeah, my javelins are tossing their javelins in, and that's making me nervous. It's making me nervous. I'd rather you just go ahead and fight, guys. And then on this side, let's see. Varangians, yeah, you can go on ahead and you can fight those urbans because you're getting a little flank charge. That should be totally fine. I'm more worried about the center here. Fighting the chivalric sergeants with my Byzantines. It looks like it's going okay. Honestly, yeah, it looks like it's fine. Yep, Varangians go on ahead and Canifrax go on ahead. Trebizonds go on ahead. That looks good. And let's see on this side. Yep, Slavs go up. And then Pronoi, Allegion. What do I want them to fight? You guys can just get in here. And yeah, we're chopping down the urban militia. How are my Varangians doing? Did they lose some guys? Yeah, that looks like they lost some guys. Let's get into the rear of these chivalric sergeants with my Byzantine infantry. And there's still some peasants hanging around, so I can get in. Let's trap this Genite right here. Varangians can go on ahead. And Canifrax can go on ahead as well. Trebizonds, go. And what's left inside? The Halberdiers, chivalric sergeants, and the royal knights. Okie dokie. So once, let's see, one urban militia is left. I don't really want my Varangians fighting those Halberdiers. That seems like a bad fight, but then again, I don't know if it's going to be any better with them fighting my Byzantine infantry. So Byzantine infantry, go ahead here, and we still have just a couple more chivalric sergeants left. Who do I want fighting those chivalrics or those Halberdiers? Like, what's a good matchup for the Byzantines? I don't know. You guys, I don't know what you're shooting at, but it can't be good. So go back here. Ooh, Slavs throwing javelins into Halberdiers. That seems like a good combo to me. And yeah, Canifrax running down peasants. That's always good. And then archers. Yeah, archers like maybe getting shots over the walls. That maybe is what I want. So here I'm thinking Byzantines here, and then javelin men right behind them. That seems like a not a bad idea to me. Now they're bringing up their royal knights, and I still think I like the idea of having my javelin men right. Can I get these guys right behind here to throw javelins into the royal knights? I think I like that. And let's see, archers, hopefully you're shooting at the halberdiers. And you guys as well, shoot at the halberdiers. I'm fine with that. And then, yeah, now that the halberdiers, like, let's fix them in place. And let's get our javies. Oops, nope, nope. You go ahead. You go here. You go here. And then javelins, yeah, come on in. Start running. And then let's just pour more Byzantine infantry in through the front door. And then, yeah, you guys, like, start throwing javelins into the rear. Yes. That should be good. Now, Varangians can come up here and maybe get a rear charge into either the Royal Knights or the Chivalric Sergeants. Either ors should be good. And yeah, that should be a lot of damage. Javelins against all of these armored units. Yes, that's what I like to see. Alright, Trebizonds, no need to keep shooting. I'm worried that you're gonna... Nope, yeah, that's definitely a friendly fire at this point. And yeah, Varangians, go on ahead. And Javelins, you guys can come up as well. How much... Let's see, Royal... you guys can... Let's see, how are we doing up here? Chivalric Sergeants... Tempted... And Javelins they're doing a really good job, but they're going to run out of ammunition soon. So as soon as they're out of ammunition, like, there we go. Let's switch them over to help out against this unit here, and then have the Varangians charge the wall. There we go. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay, that should be fine. So now my Varangians can chop through the rear of these halberdiers. Now, the halberdiers do have a bonus versus armor, so again, it's not the greatest matchup for the Varangians, but the fact that they're going in for a rear charge against this unit, they should just munch through them. And then here, This also looks pretty good. Byzantines with the support from my javelin men fighting up against spearmen. All in all, pretty good. Even though it's a good spearman unit, spearmen just don't have good attacks. Like, they're not super dangerous at killing things unless they're fighting cavalry. So even though they're good stats, the Byzantine infantry and even the Slav javelin men, you know, like, together, they're gonna do just fine. So all in all, that was fine. You know, that, you know, even though it was just a keep, so it wasn't not a super challenging battle, and I definitely had the artillery to help out with us. That was not too bad, was it? Like, I have to say, that was to actually come out of a siege battle and be able to give more casualties than you've taken. Like, that's okay. So I'll take it. I've done much worse. Yeah, losing 197, but killing 370. So that was all right. Yeah, I'll take it. That was A-okay. Now, the main Spanish force did retreat to Aquitaine, I believe. Let's see what's happening. So yeah, pillaged some money here. Good shit. And I did ransom back some men. Okay. For the siege battle? What did number of men captured? Oh, was that just the Byzantine crewmen? that's funny. Okay. Popular unrest in Provence. Yeah, that's fine. And then one of my generals has died. I don't know if that's anyone important. I don't think so. And I lost a spy in Algeria. Boo-hoo. Fortress finishing in Palestine. I think I'm working on upgrading my Byzantine infantry here. And then a most miraculous skull. A marvelous relic has been discovered, and now it adds the blessing of sanctity to the magnificence of the cathedral in Milan. It is a miracle that the Baptist's holy skull, and his skull at the age of 12 no less, is now in possession of the true church. Catholic zeal has increased throughout northern Italy. Prince John, I think this is the one that just came of age? No, it's not. I think this is... Is this my next in command? My next in line, I think? Well-educated, +1 acumen and +1 command. Good. Nice. That's awesome. He might be my next in command, so if he becomes the new emperor, that every extra acumen is going to increase my economy, so that's great. And Prince Michael, Gentle Knight, +3 morale, -3 dread. So he's going to be a better battlefield commander, but not so good as a governor or an emperor so much. So... let's check out first. Before I forget, is this my next in line? Prince John, that is my next in line. Awesome. And 7-star general, 5 acumen. Yeah, he's gonna be a wonderful emperor. And then Prince Michael must be one of the brothers. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So there's gonna be still a fight against the Spanish here. I mean, somewhere. You know, if they keep retreating, that's fine. What I can do is I can burn all this shit down here in Anjou and then leave it. But maybe not yet. Let's hang out here for a turn and see if there's going to be a counterattack. The fact that I'm like stuck in between 1, 2, 3, 4 French stacks at this point is it's fine. Like I should deal with it if they want to fight me, but it's just worth noting. Also, there was no news on the front of trying to get an alliance or a ceasefire with the Germans, which is interesting because I had my priest was in the same province as the emperor, so he escaped my priest. He ran away, and I can't. Oh, here he is. Yeah. So hopefully I can talk to him next turn. And let's deal with this. Do I have any siege equipment? How long is it gonna take? 2 turns? 2 turns, and I don't think I brought any siege equipment because this is the armies that I brought straight in from my territories, and I pretty much just had all of my siege equipment, already in these armies. So damn, okay. It's not so like the time it would take me to bring siege equipment to Brittany and then launch the attack, it would already be ending that end turn anyway, so that it would just be a waste of you know, soldiers or lives or whatever. So that's not really, no point in that, I suppose. Let's just wait this out, and then we can sack Brittany. And what is inside? Some Genites, some Pavis crossbows, some Royal Knights, some Chivalric Sergeants. You know, I can definitely beat it, but yeah, getting rid of it for free is pretty nice. And not for free, I have to keep reminding myself, like, and I love this, how in medieval that you do take, you know, attrition as the besieger as well as being the besieged. So it's never free, you know, it's never ever free. You're taking hits for sure when you are sieging out a castle, which I really like. Also, this is a castle. Yeah, this is a 3rd tier with no defensive upgrades, but still. Yeah, I'll hang on to Anjou. I won't sack this for now, just in case if I need this keep to retreat to. Hopefully that's not going to be the case, but it's there for now. I will sack it right before I leave. In fact, just to get a little bit more money. Anjou's giving me 292. Let's bump those taxes up and make just a smidgen more. And yeah, profits have gone down, so my trade must be being blocked somewhere. Now that, yeah, the goddamn Germans. So it is a bark, a 1-star bark, and I have 2 galleys. 2 stars. I think, so speed of 3, and then speed of 2. Goddamn. Yeah, hopefully we can get it. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to be annoying. And this is perfect. Awesome. That's what I like to see. The Germans have accepted my offer of a ceasefire. Wonderful. Yes. Okay, so actually awkward because I just tried to attack one of their boats. So hopefully nothing happens. Nothing happens, right? That didn't go through. Okay, that boat attack did not go through. The Germans were not enemies, and trade is. I'm making 5 rand. Yes, yay! Oh, that feels good. How long will it last? Find out next on the next episode of. Yeah, do they even have any more chapter houses at this point? Let's do another. Okay, nothing. No. Negative. And chapter house in Bohemia. Okay. Okay. Well, kind of doubt that this piece is going to last very long. But I know where it is. And there's like nothing here. Still, the fastest way might be attacking through their largest armies. And that might be what I'd do if they declared crusade on me. But for now, let's bask in this and enjoy it. One more turn before this castle falls, yes. And then we can move on to Aquitaine and hopefully get a nice battle in. Like that'd be. I want some. I want some good revenge against the Spanish to redeem myself here. Holy smokes! After Brittany has fallen to my soldiers, I was able to pillage 4,400 florins. Jesus, yeah, that's a bit. That is a bit. So now Brittany is now mine, and now I can push on into Aquitaine with my combined force of my armies in Western Europe. So that's looking pretty good. Nikephoros Monomachus. Is that a decent... that name sounds familiar, but I don't think that's the general that I'm thinking of. So yeah, I don't think any of this is important. I don't think. So yeah, this is looking good though. And I can't imagine, you know, now that I look at this more, I can't imagine that they would stand tall. There's still no war between the Spanish and the Turks, is there? Or the Almohads. Just crazy. All right. Well, let's just go on in. Let's attack Aquitaine, and I reckon they will keep falling back at this point. But if they want to keep falling back and leaving like a sizable, you know, garrison in each castle for me to pick off one by one. That's also fine. And then you know, they're gonna get stuck. See, now that I'm thinking about this, it's like, okay, wait a minute. Do I need to? Should I attack? Because I could also. Can I not? Am I blockaded? Oh, these armies came from Anjou. Right. So like for the armies that came from Anjou, I could attack with them, and then I could send a couple armies around the back to like Navarre and Aragon to attack from the rear. But it seems too risky, because then these armies could simply just kind of like stack down into those provinces, and then those armies would have nowhere to run away to. My stacks that I would send to Aragon and Navarre, if they lose or have to retreat, there's nowhere to go for them to go, so they just automatically die out. So it's tempting. Gosh, it's really tempting to send just like more. But at this point, I feel like I am tempting fate a little bit, because I know, you know, the rebels in this game are kind of aggressive, at least somewhat. So I don't want to tempt fate too much. Bulgaria? Could I send some Bulgarian stacks? It's tempting, because the issue that I'm going to face is that if my goal here is to weaken the Spanish enough so that the Almohads feel like they can, you know, attack the Spanish, well, the thing is that I already just said that I'm not going to be attacking Valencia, Castile, or Leon. And what if I just push these stacks back to those provinces, and then I don't really accomplish much? Sure, I can like burn all their shit down, and I can pick off garrisons one by one, so that is going to do a bit of damage. We'll see. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. We will see. Hopefully we can convince the Almohads to get involved here. Let's burn all this shit down. Maybe leave the keep here in Brittany, just so that it's faster for whoever to build a port, whoever wants to take this, France or whatevs. But yeah, Anjou, let's just destroy this. As to be expected, the Spanish have retreated from Aquitaine. Okay. Okay, and yes, some more French are taking back their territories. That's fine. And the Spanish, God damn it, I wasn't really thinking about Spanish taking back Brittany. Whatever, I'll deal with that later. And one of my generals has died of old age. Okay, and I'm catching Almohad assassins. Oh, well. Let's see, anything? Mana principle. Okay, well, dead drunk. Yikes. Minus 20 health. He is mostly bedridden, but occasionally his retainers strap him to a horse and lead him out. His retainers are fairly competent now at making decisions for him. Minus 20 health. Jesus. That's not good, but it looks like he's just a governor, so his health actually doesn't really matter. Health just matters if you go into battle. What is this going to look like now? Well, okay, wow, Jesus, there's... Oh, my God. They left their 9-star general in the castle. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. They have 3 units of Royal Knights, and then 3 units of Genites, a couple of archers, 1 mounted sergeant. I feel like going in there and fighting this just to kind of give this man the honor of a battle. This will just last 2 turns to starve out, but I mean, my armies are combined now, so I do have those mangonels. I also have some trebuchets, I believe. I have some catapults if I need to. This is just a regular castle, no defensive upgrades, so it is going to be stronger than the fortification that I just faced. But still, it's mostly just cavalry, which there's no like melee infantry in this army at all. And getting rid of these Royal Knights, like this is, ooh man. Like yeah, sure, I can just wait it out, wait 2 turns, but I don't want to spend the whole campaign just doing that. I want to fight some battles here. So what do we have here? Citadel, okay. Yeah, let's get rid of this 9-star general. And the king must be here. Yeah, the king is here. He still has 5 influence, despite the fact that he's been... Ooh, and he's 74. Holy hell. Okay, yeah, he's on his way out. He does have Prince Fernando right here. And is there any... So Prince Fernando, Prince Sancho, and then Prince Alfonso. I believe this is the next in line, I believe. And he's not looking super great, you know, 1 star, 3 dread, you know, pretty boring vices and virtues wise. So yeah, they're going to survive, you know, even if that Spanish king does die of old age. It's going to be interesting to see the amount of influence for the new Spanish king, because the fact that the new one still has 5 influence, despite the fact that he's lost, you know, like a few territories, is noteworthy. Should I nip up to Brittany just to like get rid of this Spanish arbalister? No, I don't. No. I could recruit some peasants just to hang out in this castle. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. If the Spanish want to hang on to Brittany while I fight their main forces down here, that's fine. This is going to be the castle assault here against that 9-star general, and I do have my forces ready to go already. I figured why not just bring all of the artillery that I already do have. So it's going to be 3 mangonels left after losing the 2 in that last battle, and then 2 trebuchets, and then 2 catapults. Now, I think that the catapults is probably a bad idea. I'm just curious to see what catapults can do against a castle. I'm guessing not much. But if they can lend their firepower and maybe help take down anything, you know, to like a arrow tower or something, then it might be worth it. And of course, I can just always withdraw them and then get my own reinforcements on the field. So I'm not going to be bringing Byzantine infantry. I figured, why swords when I can just bring spears? So it's going to be spears, Varangian guards, and javelin men. Pretty simple stuff, but against pretty much all heavy cav, that seems to make sense. And yeah, the Genites, that makes me feel like I should have archers as well. That does make me feel like I should have archers. I should have archers. I shouldn't. That's okay. So much for the experiment with catapults. Let's just bring a couple units of archers, because that seems important. That way I can shoot the Genites, so that those Genites just aren't throwing javelins into my expensive Varangian guards this entire time. So without further ado, let's jump on into it. I did decide to fight in the rain because my strategy doesn't depend too heavily on heavy and archers, and they do have archers themselves. I don't think the rain actually does diminish the effectiveness of the castle defenses, like even the arrow towers. I don't think so. If you do know the answer to that, I'd like to hear it. I think the rain just has to do with the troops itself. I've not seen anything about rain or the weather affecting the castle defenses. But yeah, you know, that's going to be fine. It's been a while since I've fought in cool weather. So here we are. And I'm going to be going just Varangians right through the front, and then 2 units of spearmen, and then backed up by 1 javelin on my left and right. Now, my deployment zone is actually over there in the forests on that side. So if I want to get these artillery crews withdrawn, I need to bring them all the way around so that they can get off the field. So I did go as heavy as I could on this far side, because they're not going to be getting any reinforcements, basically. So Varangian guards and then Trebizonds is all I have on this side. Hopefully that's going to be enough to crack into this side. And then on this side, all I have is Trebizond archers guarding this mangonel piece. In case there do have troops outside the castles, they are there. Also, my general is off here in the forest, so he's not too far away. He can swoop on down and defend this piece if there is a unit outside. So yeah, this is where the reinforcements will be coming on, is down this hill, and then they'll have to make their way to whichever point of the battle that they want to reinforce. But I think I'm ready to go. As you can see, look at how teensy weensy those little trebuchets next to the big old mangonel. Oh, it's just kind of cute, isn't it? You're just adorable. I don't know even like what trebuchets can do against castle defenses. So yeah, this is going to be about trying to find these things out. Let's learn and see. It probably would have been better if I put trebuchets up against the gates because I think gates are weaker than the walls. But I wanted to see. So, mangonels on this side. I think I got the distance right this time, so they should be doing well against the castle walls here. Little flyby, and now we can use this guy to get here. Yeah. Now let's keep our eyes on the mini-map to see and make sure if there's any units outside the castle walls. I'm not seeing any, so hopefully they're all here inside the castle. And how are my trebuchets doing up against the walls? 5% damage per shot. That doesn't seem too effective. So they might need a little bit of help from my Big Daddy Mangonel here to help them get through. This one's up to 21% damage, so that's okay. That's getting some work done. And what are we facing off against on the outer layer? Genites, a 7-man unit of Royal Knights, and then archers. So it looks like they're saving most of the Royal Knights for that inner keep. Okay, fun. It's interesting that my Mangonel seems to be having difficulty hitting this gatehouse because, yeah, he's only at 55% so far. Looks like he got a shot in there. 60%. Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, my trebuchets, I think, probably will make it through at least the outer layer. So that's good. And I think we will be getting through the outer layer on this side first by the appearances of it. You can do another little flyby here. Take a peek inside while we're flying over. And it looks like this Mangonel is also doing okay. He's at the magic number, 69%, and that we should be able to get in through that side. So it's going to be more of an issue, just making sure that we have enough ammunition to get into this outer layer here, but then also so that we can get through this gatehouse and the inner layer. My trebuchet on this side ran out of ammunition right when it's at 99% damaged. That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Luckily, we do have the inner gate open, so there's that. Let's see. How about, what do I want you to shoot at? Can you shoot here? Yeah. Try to get this wall down. Because are you also out of ammunition? No, you still have some ammunition. Okay, good. Jesus, yeah, let's try to get another entrance open so we don't have to force our way through that tiny-ass little gate on that side. And then, how are we doing? So this side obviously is broken down, that's fine. Still shooting at the ballista tower, so we might be able to get rid of a ballista tower on that side. That would be really nice as well. And on this side, let's see, ballista tower, are you even hitting it? Looks like he's not even hitting the ballista tower. He might be getting some horses, though. Yeah, holy shit. Nice. Okay, I mean, I would almost take that instead. Hitting some units instead of the ballista tower, that works for me. So, yeah, so you're out of ammunition, so you're useless. You need to start... I need to take you the long way around. You need to go this way, and then I need to set some coordinates for... I never use the waypoints. And have you go that way so I can... have you avoid the castle defenses. That's a smart way to do this. And how are we doing here? Are we gonna get by this goddamn... Are you out? Damn, you're out. Yeah, fucking hell. Okay, let's get you guys off as well. And, nope. Sorry, you guys go that way. And then Mangonel, yeah. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hit this. You only have like 1 or 2 more shots. And it's a tough angle for you. Can you get us through this, please? Please. Oh, no. No. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Just grinding through all of these units. They're not great units. It's mostly just the Genites and the 7-man units of Royal Knights. So, yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah. It's a good thing there's no heavy infantry in this garrison. And that's a negative, so we're going to be forcing our way through the gate. Okay, that's always fun. Let's start getting our guys off. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And Varangians, these are my best ones in this army. They have silver shields. They're pretty badass. So I'm going to send them right in. No screen or anything. Hopefully they can... They're going to do just great. What am I even talking about? They're going to do just great. And let's see, these, what am I even going to do with these units? What do I do? The javelins, man, they can't, like, I'm tempted to, like, have the javelins. Can they throw their javelins over the low wall here? Into, I feel like that's too far. I feel like that is too far. And then on this side, yeah, same. Well, these guys can definitely throw their javelins into these genites. That should be doable. But then, yeah, the spearmen are just gonna have to grind it out side by side with the Varangians. My Varangians are losing men, so let's send them right on in, and they can start chopping up some Royal Knights. And let's see, you guys. Yep, make sure that you get off the field. I need some reinforcements. Definitely gonna need some reinforcements coming on. So yep, you guys get off the field. You withdraw, and then you withdraw. And that should be fine. Yes, good. Spearmen are coming up. Varangians, they're down to 50 men. The Royal Knights are down to 6 men, so down to 5. Yeah, my Varangians should make short work of them. And Javelin's gonna come up and see if they can get some shots in on these genites. Maybe not. Maybe that's just hopeful thinking. Let's move spearmen around. Yeah, that might be just hopeful thinking. Let's see if I can move you guys a little bit closer. And then on this side, same thing. Yeah, they're just too far. There's nothing even close to them. So let's just move these guys up. And how are we doing? We're down to a handful, 3 Royal Knights. What I'm thinking is once the Royal Knights are finished, I can withdraw my Varangians and then send in my spearmen to go up against just the normal cav, right? The genites, they don't need my best soldiers. And javelins, yeah, they're, gosh, the enemy is being tricky. They're right outside of range of my javelins. That's tricky stuff indeed. But yeah, Varangians are losing men. Jesus, these freaking knights. Okay, spears go on in. And help out up against these. There's just 3 Royal Knights left, so you guys go on, engage at will, please. And let's drag down these Royal Knights, and then we can withdraw our Varangians. Not withdraw, but just kind of back them up. And I can send the spears in first, actually. Yeah, you guys... Yeah, collapse in around the sides, because I know there's combat penalties for being surrounded, so... Faster that we get these guys. And then, yeah, the Varangians, yeah, you guys can just try to stay out of danger for now. I'm going to need you guys for sure going forward. And, yeah, the poor Javelin's just getting picked off. Jesus, I mean, I could... Maybe it's fine. Put them in loose formation and just waste ammunition for the enemy. Maybe that's silver linings kind of play here. And then, yeah, spears... Let's see here. Spears. Get ready to fight some cavalry here. And let's just send all of the spears in. Oh, I don't like that. Spearmen are running away. Yeah, that's the rough thing about using spearmen, is that they're not great. So, yeah, tier 1 spearmen running away even though they're fighting light cav in the form of genites. But, I mean, they're also taking a shit ton of arrow fire and, you know, fire from the castle and all that. So it's not easy. I'm not saying I blame them. But now that we're back to having, like, maybe this actually favors us. If we're going to use spearmen up against cavalry, maybe that's what we want, is this. Although, I don't know, because, like, fighting in this is also tough on units. I know there's a penalty for fighting in a enclosed-in area. This is probably going to take a while, so while this is happening, let's go check in on our reinforcements that are coming on, and let's see what we can do about this. So, Pronoia Legion, let's send you down here with these archers, and then... Let's see, I know I have more. Varangians, you also go down and prepare to... You will help out against... Because this is where all the heavy cav is there. But then I do have a couple units of grinding infantry that I can use in that causeway. Varangians, yeah, get yourself to the front, and then the Byzantines, also get yourself to the front door. Because my spearmen are going to need help. Yeah, spearmen are already running away here. And did we like make any dent on these guys? 22 Genites, 32 archers. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Spearmen, I can probably let you guys rest a little bit, and I can send my Varangians back in. I mean, they're just standing outside getting shot anyway. Even standing by the castle walls isn't really shielding them from arrow fire, so I may as well send them in there and see if they can use their axes to effect. We are seeing what appears to be a pretty full-on break on this side. A few units, well, at least one unit of spearmen are running away, and that forced my javelin to run away. I had just turned my javelin to... I was just going to send them off to the side so that they could support the fight for the inner citadel, but looks like I did that too late here. Now my other spearmen are running away. Now my Varangians has 21 left, and now that these Genites have been fighting for a bit, maybe they're a little bit tired. The idea that I had earlier about not wasting my Varangians on what I, considered to be inferior troops, I guess was misled. And yeah, I keep forgetting that I'm going up against a 9-star general, like that's no small task. So he's giving a lot of buffs for this army. And let's see, let's get these guys in. Let's see if I can send these spearmen back in again to support these Varangians. And these Byzantines and these Varangians, they're on their way. You guys can withdraw, and then Javelin Men, 24 Javelin Men can still be useful. So let's get you guys around here, and you can support this fight on this flank when the time comes. I'm waiting for the outer wall area to be cleared before I make my assault on the inner keep. And it looks like my Varangians are down to 7 guys, and they are running away. So I kind of doubt that these spearmen are going to hold out here. They're probably going to break, I would assume. But if we can draw these Genites out, like this can be good for us. And now they're running away. Okay, that's awkward. Let's see. Can we trap this unit? That would be really good for us. Let's bring these... spearmen stay here. Varangians, try to get inside so that we can fight this unit of Genites. And then, what the hell do we do about this? Because they can outrun anything that we have, Cav included, so... Let's see, let's not chase them. Let's just go back to the front door and see about getting ourselves inside of this area. What I'm thinking is trying to get in here amongst the buildings to try to protect myself from any arrow fire coming from either the units or from the fortifications themselves. And yeah, maybe that can allow us to just get in here, get into melee, and start chopping through some units. Yeah, I don't like taking javelins to the face. I don't like that. So yeah, let's try to get into melee combat with the Genites. And now that the Byzantines are here as well, you guys can come in and try to fight up against these archers. I have these spearmen. Alright, you guys get inside. Let's see if we can lure this unit of Genites back inside the castle. And if we can do that, maybe we can just kind of crunch them from both sides of the inner gate. And perhaps that's how we can deal with them. And hopefully this is going to be enough to deal with these units that are on the outer part of this castle. Yeah, these things can get really, really deadly. If you can't get in, if you can't create alternative avenues other than the gate, man, it's a bloody affair, isn't it? But now that the Varangians are in, they're making short work of the Spanish Genites. That's wonderful. And yeah, these Genites are still okay. They're not falling for the bait, which is a little unfortunate. But now that we're in, let's start sending... Yeah, these guys, you guys can start going down. Go into this formation would be nice. And did I save some javelins? I only have 9 left. Okay, well, they can still be effective, possibly. So let's send you guys down, and then on this side, yeah, you as well. Who do I want to go first? I guess Varangians have to go first. And then you... And then Pronawaya Legion as well. And then 21 Javelin Men. That looks good. Can I get some more reinforcements on? Yes, I can. That's looking good. And yeah, these Genites are going to be annoying, man. Alright, let's go in. Let's not waste any more time. Let's send in the Varangians first, because they're going to have the best chance of doing any damage against these cavalry units that are on the inside. And then, let's see, Varangians followed up by, I suppose, Spearmen, just because of their bonus versus cavalry. And then the Byzantines can come in after them. This is going to be a tough fight here. These Royal Knights, these are the high period Royal Knights, so they're going to have a bit more armor. And yeah, this side, yeah, Genites, yeah, this is going to be a little bit softer on this side. You can tell visually that, you know, there's not as much armor on these guys. But these two units are going to be tough, yeah, for sure. And these Genites are still being really annoying. At least I have archers on this side, so my archers can potentially shoot in here. Let's get these Genites, or these Varangian guards in. And yeah, archers start shooting at these Genites. And Varangians, yeah, you guys get in there. There's the general. If we can kill that general, then this army's not going to be getting that insane buff anymore. So that could be useful. And then on this side, yeah, Varangians, you have to not wait. And then Pronawaya Legion, yeah, you guys get in. And then Slav Javelins, you guys get in as well. And if they're all going to pile up in front of the gate, then let's just go on in. And our guys are still fighting at the entrance. That's good. Because if we can charge into the rear here, oh, that could be so good for us. Now, the Genites did charge into our archers, but it looks like my archers were able to overwhelm them with the help of these javelins. Okay, that's nice. I was kind of worried about, you know, wondering about how I was going to deal with that. So let's send you guys up. These two javelins, you guys go up, and yes, this is going to be a nice charge. Wonderful. And Pronawaya Legion, same thing. You guys go in here and get a rear charge into the back of these mounted sergeants. Yes, wonderful. And let's just send everyone in, like even the archers. I don't want archers shooting into the rear of my men, so let's just send everyone in. You guys go, Trebizond archers, go ahead and charge into battle. Their general, the hero for them, the Chad, he is up front. It looks like my Varangians. I don't know if there's many Varangians left. I do have 18 Varangians left, so he's fighting up against my Varangians. He's fighting up against my Byzantine infantry. And how many men left are in his unit? They have 11 men left in his unit. So killing him could be a really nice for us. But then we just have this... It looks like we melted through all of those forces that don't have any armor. And now it looks like it's just going to be those units of Royal Knights that do have armor on them. Although, saying that, this general does not have that armor on. And man, they are pushing my guys back. Yeah, they broke my Varangians. And now they're going to break my Byzantines. Yeah, there's 8 men left in this Royal Bodyguard unit. I do have some Lancers available. So, let's see. Let's bring my Lancers down on this side. I don't think my Lancers are going to do very well up against... Ooh, I have some more guys. Yeah, I need to start bringing these guys down as well. Some more Byzantine infantry. Some crossbows. Okay, well, I don't know if they're going to be very useful, but let's bring them down anyway. And let's just keep my general up here. I don't feel like throwing him into that meat grinder. Yeah, that one Slav javelin man. Yeah, run away. Run away for your life. And then, yeah, Byzantine Lancers. Yeah, it looks like we've kind of switched places now. Now we're on the inner keep, and we're fighting these Royal Knights that should be taking a penalty now, because they're fighting basically for the gateway. Ooh, if I could get some crossbowmen here getting shots into the rear of these forces, oh, that could actually be really good for us. Yeah, let's have my crossbowmen start running down here. And then, yeah, Byzantine infantry, make your way. Because the thing is, now that they've basically have a presence on that outer section again, now these outer fences are back to shooting at us. I think that's how that works. I thought I did see some arrow fire coming in against my forces. Let's see if my crossbows can get some shots here now. There's 6 Royal Knights left in this unit, and there's just the general left in his one unit. So, yeah, crossbows are in position, and Byzantine infantry you can run so you're not blocking the path of my crossbows. That'd be good. And are they actually getting shots in? I can't tell if they can shoot over this little lip here. It says they can. It's kind of hard to tell. Looks like we might not be able to get a target in. So let's send these Byzantine Lancers in. Yeah, let's get a charge into the rear of these units here. And then let's send these infantry in as well. And even though Lancers aren't the greatest unit, if we can just get rid of these last couple guys, we can stop the arrow fire and we can win this battle. It might just be the general left. I can't even see him right now. He's right in the gate. And all of these guys are piled up here. Let's see if I can... I can't even select my guys. I'm trying to select my guys here. Yeah, there he is. There he is. Come on, bring him down, men. Bring him down.
The enemy
Hey.
killed before the
All right, man. Jesus, that guy was tough. I lost a lot this time. I lost a lot. 848 losses. Yep. I did kill 335. Took the city, so hey. Jesus. Yeah, that's a grind. Not being able to get those side entrances really does make a difference. I pillaged some money from Aquitaine, and yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Spanish king has finally died of old age, of an illness. So there he goes. Master armor is completed here in Georgia, so now I can train my Varangians with that that gold-plated armor. That's gonna be very, very nice. And let's see, anything. Someone's a hedonist. A little overweight, eh? And gluttony. -4 valor, -10 happiness. Jesus. Ah, he's just a governor. He's just a governor. Governors can get away with that. Income is, I'm making over 6,000 now. I feel like that's just because of the men that I lost. that's how I feel about that. From here, though, we can jump on in. Let's see, how's this? Where's the new king? The new king is probably, I feel like is right there. Can I see him? Yes. 3 influence. So not super duper great, but maybe not enough to cause any civil wars or anything like that. So, I mean, Aquitaine is now mine. I can simply destroy these buildings and move on in to Navarre. And we will have to see. I probably will split my forces between Navarre and Aragon, just so they can't pull the little rope-a-dope on me and just go around my forces and end up taking Aquitaine again. Yeah, I want to close them off and make sure they can't run away from me. So I only intend on taking these 2 provinces next. That's really all that I have left to take. And hopefully that's going to be giving the Almohads enough incentive to jump on into this war and become an active player in this campaign. From there, who could be next? Maybe the Danes, maybe the French. Yeah, either the French or the Danes. But you know what? That's all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.